What's your name? What's your name?
I'm Yash.
Yash. Yash is asking, how do I cope with the stress that is likely to come about in the next 4 years? Let's understand this situation right now. Yash, are you stressed out right now?
No.
You aren't. But there is the thought of stress already building up, right? There is the thought of stress. Are you getting it? Several of you are listening quite attentively, aren't you? Is there stress? But at this moment, I may as well run a movie over here that shows you the kind of stress that some engineering or medical students have experienced in the past. And then you will be stressed out, right? So what is stress? What is stress?
Workload or depression.
So the pressure which you make upon yourself, which
How?
you feel. So take any situation and you feel the pressure, you make that situation worse, and it might be very easy, but you feel difficult in doing it. Make it more difficult by feeling the stress or the pressure. This is what stress is.
So it's a kind of mental perception of the moment which you aren't able to handle, and you kind of give up to the moment.
This feeling, this perception, where does it come from?
Overthinking about something right now.
Now, those 4 years aren't there yet. At present, there is only you and there is only me and there is this moment, right? And there is no stress in this moment. It's light, so very light. We are just chatting, aren't we? Any pressure? I can very clearly say that you are not exerting any pressure over me. And hopefully, I too am not exerting any pressure upon you. Am I? These questions that you have written are all your questions. I don't even know what you have written down, right? There are no guidelines, no frameworks. It's all so open-ended. Yet, some of you may experience a lot of stress even at this moment if they are thinking about something else. We may have a small experiment right now where if you really start thinking about your ambitions, and along with ambitions will come the thought of possible frustration of the ambition, that I may not achieve my target, then there will be stress. In living, in really being, there is no stress. But in anticipation, in planning, in targeting, in desirous thinking, there is a lot of stress. Now, what are these 4 years, Yash, that you are talking about? Are they one block or are they a series of moments? We have already spent, let's say, 3 or 5 minutes into this discussion. Has it not been a series of moments, one after the other? If I can spend each moment attentively, where is the stress? Now I know where stress is. Some of you have written down questions and would be eager to ask, but at the same time you would be thinking, what would the others think of me when I am going to raise this question? That always happens with audience of any size, 50 or 500. This is my preferred mode of interacting with audiences, that you write down what you want to ask and then we'll speak. Now you write down things and you really want to raise them. And even when I am responding to the first question, there are 5 others who are thinking, I too have to raise this question. My turn will come. And they are the ones who are stressed out. Do you see this? There would be some of you who would be absorbed in listening to what I am saying in this moment. Category 1. There would be some of you who would be absorbed in listening to what is happening right now. And there would be some who would already be planning as to how they would raise their question in the future. Which of these two is likely to be stressed out?
Which you are planning.
The one who is planning,
Yeah.
the one who is anticipating. In what language am I going to express myself? At what point in time? This is supposed to be a 2-hour session. Probably by the 90th minute, I'll get up and ask. Now, that fellow is going to be stressed out. The one who is just going with the flow, listening comfortably, and asking when the occasion comes, there is no stress for him at all. It's also fluid, smooth. Where is the stress? Where is the stress? I'm with a particular book. I'm reading that book. Now again, there are two situations. I may be completely into the book, or at the moment, Yash, when I am reading the book, I am thinking about the examination and whether this particular chapter is likely to appear in the examination. And if yes, then which question and of what type, then I would be stressed out. Are you getting it? You have a book of mechanics in your hand. One student is just fully occupied with the book. He is there and the book is there and there is nothing else. And there is another one who is thinking whether this particular question would appear in the examination. Has it appeared over the last 5 years? Or should I rather study some other chapter where there is another question likely? Now, the examination is in the future. He is not in the present. Even when he is with the book, he is thinking, anticipating the future. He would be stressed out. There is no stress, Yash, till you create it. There is no stress till you create it. You are the creator of stress. Life is not stressful at all. Our mind, our desirous, our planning mind thinks it to be so. It makes stress. It creates stress. Do not create stress. Do not create stress. Simple. Just be. Just keep living.